Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Miami Hurricanes. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. And the Yellow Jackets will kick it off to get us underway. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Miami's offense will get the ball first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team. I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open.
Breaks away in the middle. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab. And the Hurricanes want to move quickly.
Nice job ruining that catch. And listen, when you say Miami Hurricane football, to me, I think about burners at the receiver position. Michael Irvin, Andre Johnson, Sam.
There he goes. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down. The Hurricanes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Williams will pass. Complete. Touchdown, Miami! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
So the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week, and watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick, the ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will, a really nice day, and I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game, maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. And the pass goes incomplete, but the flag is down, and this one might be on the offense.
You don't see a lot of OPI, but on that play, the offensive player just way too handsy. He's grabbing, he's working his hands way too much, and it's an easy call for the referees.
Unloads to the wideout. It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44. Off play action on first down. Wide open downfield. Running wide open down the gut of the field. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Hurricane.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense. Number 3 is coming soon.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. No room to return, but no problem after making a play like that, and they'll have it at the 25. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. He's got his man, makes the grab. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. Motion from the back. Williams looking for a man. He's got him. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Canes! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The Ramblin' Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Caught near the sticks. It's Coleman. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Coleman. They finally get him on the ground, and this junior turning in a big play after the catch. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle, it's Coleman. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
This guy has a chance to bring home the Heisman Trophy this year because he continues to make plays week in, week out. Doesn't matter who's guarding him, what coverages you play. This guy finds ways to make plays for his offense.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Blasted as he lets it go. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets!
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score in the season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Williams will pass. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. The offense very fortunate to get that ball back. And the Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll leave it with him. And he can't get past the 2-yard line, but at least they avoided going backwards. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up, and I'm not sure he made it out of the end zone, and it is a safety. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20.
Well, the defense could smell blood in the water in that situation, and a great job pursuing, getting to the football, showing you all of that athleticism they have, and they come away with the safety.
The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab. It's Taylor. A solid pickup there. Works it to the 38 before being pushed out of bounds. And the Yellow Jackets can really attack on this second and short. One back in the backfield. He gets the carry. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room. It's Pringle. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. First play of the period will be a second down. Back to pass, it's Knight. Bought a little time, lets it go. The sure hands, it's Stockton. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense.
And a really nice job on the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Tech.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players make big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency, baby.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good...
Turning it on! And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. The Canes headed quickly to the line.
I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
At the 45 on his way. Turns it on down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown by...
And then it's nice to have an offense that can strike immediately. They can put fear in defenses, make big plays, and you see it, man. They can add to the lead. They can build a lead quickly because they have this ability to put points on the board quickly.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Knight. Quick strike complete. No chance to run, but they still moving forward.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Looking for a gap. It's Pringle. Got the first down. Looking for more. Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. They're going to ride this running back. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. The give to the back. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. They've got him looking run, but they're going to throw it. With the catch, it's Coleman. Oh, he got loose. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And these slants are so hard to defend when the ball's thrown like that. The receiver catches it, and he's catching it going so fast, and you could tell the defense couldn't quite get the right angles, and he does the rest, uses his speed, gets all the way to the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start this drive going to the air. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. And the fumble recovery gives the ball to the offense with a 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Knight. Going for 6. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him.
He hurls one deep down the left side. He's got it inside the 25. Touchdown, Hurricane. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Have a day, young fella. I foresee some social media posts in his future. Not 1, not 2, but 3 receiving touchdowns on the day. What a ball game.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Rambling Wreck offense rolls back onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And the Yellow Jackets with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. To the air, it's Knight. Just a short pass to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got ready for the 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Allen. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stockton. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. They're looking to second and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Stockton. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. From the 22 on 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on second down. Makes the grab.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
He caught it! And he wanted to score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. And this is a really important series of plays, a chance to cut into the lead just before halftime. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And lost ground on first down, now second and goal from the 5. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. From the gun, running back gets to give. And he's still running after the move. He's stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half. And the Canes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Williams looking for a man. Got his man.
When you run your slant route and it's against man-to-man, one thing you know you're going to get is hit. When that wide receiver catches the football, slants don't open up wide open. Linebackers are going to be there, safeties are going to be there, so you got to be able to take that hit and hold on to that football.
And the Hurricanes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. A strike downfield. And the seam on the left. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? To the air on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. And he makes the catch inside the 20. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And in the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Not a particularly long kick from 36 yards out, but he'll have to guide it in from the left hash. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there on South Beach, and we've had a lively first half.
The Hurricanes will kick it off to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They put points on the board in the first half, but still find themselves in a hole.
And if I'm this offense, man, I'm not trying to change anything. I scored a bunch of points. I've been successful. Jesse, the defense has to catch up here in the second half.
Yeah, they do. They're going to have to start making plays, but you can only control what you can control. So for the offense, go out, do your job, trusting that your defense is going to make a play.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed in the middle, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got some space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. And the Yellow Jackets have it with a 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Might be looking to run. Got some room, entered to the goal line. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off sprint.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. And the Canes have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Williams will pass. Turns it loose deep. Pulls it in on the right. Here he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Miami. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch it.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march down the field and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
And he added the extra point. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence. Breaks into the open. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Catch in the middle, it's Coleman. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. Big play offense, and it has them threatening now 1st and 10 from the 25. Rushes on him. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. The Yellow Jackets are in the red zone. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. A first down sack can be a drive killer. Now it's 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got out of trouble and throws. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach. It'll be 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Georgia Tech! And the comeback is on.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Williams looking for a man. They're working that left side. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to lose a yard on that one. The Canes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wants to go up top. They're setting up the screen. There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And the Canes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. And the Hurricanes will try to pin them back with the punt. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll field the punt and look for room. They're able to put a stop with that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. On the run, it's Pringle. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. A 1st and 10 for this offense. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Taylor. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the 1st down, but a good gain on that play. And the Yellow Jackets in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to pass, it's Knight. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Grab near the marker, it's Allen. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden, they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs on both sides of the ball to win this football game. It just needs to start with one spin.
The Yellow Jackets are facing 3rd and inches. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. He's going to take off. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Plucks it out of the air. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the 3rd quarter. We've reached the break, and Miami is holding onto the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. It'll be 2nd down as we open the final stanza. Looking to fire. It's complete. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking to get it in. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Trying to pound it in. Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
He's got it, and the lead is up to a field goal. A 70-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Williams will pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football, and the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
And such a great job using his feet, being smart. You got the lead in this football game. Don't force the ball down the field. Gets the scramble, gets the first down.
And the defense makes a play, sacking. The 10.
And for quarterbacks throwing the ball down this close to the goal line, because there's so many bodies in such a small space, oftentimes routes take a little bit longer to develop, and it forces quarterbacks to have to hold on to it a little bit longer. That
Touchdown! Georgia Tech! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Williams looking for a man. It's complete to the left. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds. The Hurricanes come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Gilbert. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
Well, the defense didn't get caught napping there. In this situation, you know they have to stay alert for the deep ball.
Yeah, so what defense am I going to call? I'm going to keep some DBs back deep. I'm going to keep my safety a little bit deeper, understanding they're down. They're going to have to attack down the field. I'm going to stick to my passing sets, my nickels, my dimes.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. Unloads it left. He's got it. And the quarterback stuck it right in the keyhole, and they've got it down to the 30-yard line. This upset bid has been brewing since the start of the game, seemingly, and they are in a world of hurt at this moment, guys.
Yeah, keep the pedal to the floor, right? Don't.
And the quarterback is toast back at the 35. And the Canes want to pick up the tempo.
And they got to protect their quarterback better up front. They got to give him a little bit more time to make some damage down the field. But look at this. Here they go. No huddle, back on the line, make the defense communicate. Maybe you can catch him sleeping.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Running back searching for a hole. Will not get close. Tackled at the 28-yard line. It's 4th down. Offense in the hurry-up. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Going for it all. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricane!
Yeah, and that's step one. Great job on this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. Makes it past the marker. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
He stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He reached into his bag for that move, and it didn't get him loose at all. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll switch it up here and look to throw. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long, this one from the 44. Makes the catch. It's Alexander. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. And at this point, the defense looks as if they've been in one of those dizzy bat races. They've got no idea where the ball's coming from. He's over 500 yards passing.
Yeah, this is a...
Turning it on! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Yellow Jackets getting set on 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And this offense went right back to the well, and this time the defense made sure it ran dry.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Yellow Jackets hope to be able to run out the clock in this final minute. The running back has it. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. 3rd and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. Looking to scramble. Forced to just throw it away on 3rd down, and now they face 4th. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. And the try is no good. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
Man, what a missed opportunity for the field goal unit. You got a chance to put this game over the mark where they got to score a touchdown. A field goal's no good late in this football game. Now the tide has turned a little bit.
He lobs one high down the left side. Last pass falls incomplete, and that's going to do it. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able